Hi, how are you guys doing today? My name is Anima and today I'm going to be answering all your questions for the 3K special. As of right now, we're actually like on 3.2K or nearing it, I should say. And that is just ridiculous. That is absolutely spectacular and I did not see any of that happening. I'm completely delighted. I'm really happy about that. But you guys were super cool and you left a bunch of questions and I'm going to do my best to answer them. Nobody asked me anything particularly weird or explicit like what my cup size is. Although that perplexes me somewhat because why wouldn't you want to answer about these puppies? They're completely non-existent. Completely non-existent. Anyway, let's get started, shall we? So, first question is by Swift Ninja 111. Hi, Swifty, you're a babe. And your question is, what are my top 5 favorite music artists? And I'm gonna say Lana Del Rey, Bon Iver, Bodiver, however you want to fucking say it. The XX, right now, Spaz Kid. Google them, YouTube them, rather. They're really cool. They do really cool remixes and stuff, and I really like that. Purity Ring. I really like Purity Ring. Very chilled out and cool. Super cool. I like The Weeknd a lot as well. He's fucking everywhere at the moment. I just keep hearing him blaring out of cars all the time, and he's cool. It's interesting. He sings very descriptively about fannies and stuff. I'm gonna elaborate on this question a bit because I don't really tend to have favorite artists in particular because my music taste is basically derived from like farting around on YouTube and finding single songs that I like. So here's some of my favorites. I really like Go by the Maccabees. I like the song Coward by Hayden Kalnin. I don't really know how to say this surname. It might be Kalnin. I don't really know. I really like Latch by Disclosure. That is the fucking Dawn. I really love that song. I like It's You by Neon Bunny and Lofty Cries by Purity Ring. Neon Bunny is a Korean artist, a Korean indie musician, and I fucking love Korea, okay? Shit. I wish I was Korean instead of like the knockoff Asian. Filipino, it's like the knockoff Asian in my opinion. It's not as cool as being Japanese, not as cool as being Chinese, not as cool as being any of these things. Filipino, really? No offense to any Filipinos out there, but like, Korean, man. Shit, baby! Mark Spirals asks, hi Mark, you're the best. What is your funniest memory in school? I really can't think of my funniest memory in school since there are so many, but I will tell you one of my fondest memories from school, and that is during the, it was my year 11 prom. So, yeah, I was 16 and, and I had to do the speech for my group. I didn't write a speech at all. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna wing it. And my head of year was like, you fucking serious? You can't just like fuck up. But I didn't go first. I heard some other speeches first and I was like, oh fuck this, I can just do it. So I just got the microphone and I completely winged it, completely in front of my year and stuff, and it was really cool. Everybody was really cool about it. They were super sweet and everyone laughed and it was a really good time. It's one of my fondest memories about school, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. I looked pretty too. I had long hair and everything. Strange. And I was wearing a dress. Fancy that. Ellis asks, how do you think other people would describe you? Oh, ma. So I asked my wife this because she's another person, and I thought, hey, you can describe me. And she said, oh, she described me as a deeply loving, extremely funny, physically gorgeous person who is highly sensitive emotionally and physically, with a sharp intellect, wit and instinct, and a love of rest and relaxation, who is highly motivated by the people she loves and things she feels creatively stimulated by. And a strong sense of perseverance in the name of self-improvement, evidenced by her ethic in studying and working out, but highly unmotivated when goals aren't clear and things aren't interesting. So that's a very super flattering thing to someone describe me. Of course, the person who married me, so it would be pretty high. Yeah, I think other people would describe me as sensitive, encouraging, funny, maybe, I don't know. I think hardworking would be one of them. Because, I mean, people see me either, like, fucking not working at all or working my ass off. So it's, I don't know. Anyway, next question he asks are boobs or butt? Holy crap, this is a question that is literally impossible. Okay, so I thought in my dark brown past, that I was more of a butt person. But but I think I am. Oh no, I can't choose. My partner has, oh god, burping everywhere. My partner has like both in ample amounts. So I'm really spoiled. I can't comment on this. I just can't. What do you think is your most interesting characteristic? I asked my wife about this again, and she said the most important characteristics of mine are that I am very loving and sensitive. She says I am sharp and I get things on a sensitive level. So, I mean, I always had a little bit of sorry, I'm wiggling around so much. I always had a little bit of negative association with the word sensitive, and now I don't really have it anymore because I've figured that I value it the most in people. And he also asks, what have you forgotten? Interpret this however you like. I've literally forgotten how to make friends. I don't know how to do this anymore. Like, what do you do? How do you make new friends? All my friendships, and I'm sure everyone would say this, but they just happen. They're supposed to just happen. If you try to make friends with people, it probably isn't gonna work out. There's no real trying involved, but it's like, unless I really click, it's fucking hard for me to like actively make friends with people. Anyway, Katie! Hi, Katie! Katie Peach Kiwi says, how many times have you farted today? This can be the day you read this comment or the day you made the Q&A video, up to you really. I think 0 today, but on the day I made the video, probably a few times. Yeah. Do you have any kinks? Describe them in graphic detail. My deepest kink is this comment. If you were a snake, how long would you be? Longer than string. Aha! What are your credit card details? Well, let me just... Catching Z's asks, my question for the Q&A is, who inspired you to do YouTube videos? Oh, okay. A YouTuber named Shady Penguin. He's a Pokemon YouTuber. And I remember watching his videos, and Game Grumps actually. Yeah, they kind of inspired me to do YouTube. But the feeling, I was really stressed at the time, and I was watching a lot of YouTube videos. I was working really hard on my university degree, so I was watching a lot of YouTube videos while working, and it would help to distract me. So I wanted to create that feeling for other people, that kind of positive distraction that would make life a bit less stressful. That's always been my goal with YouTube, to make things entertaining for people. But on a deeper level, in terms of who, it'd be my partner, because without her I would have never gotten started in the first place, so yes! Karen Solis asks, what made you start YouTube? I thought I could do it, and like I said in the previous question, I wanted to give that solace to other people, the solace that I got from watching videos. And I just thought I could. If it was like talking, I could talk. That's kind of basically what kicked it off, really. Sherlock Homeless, thank you guys for your question. Sherlock Homeless says, have you already bought something with your tons of YouTube money? Well, I bought 6 cars, 3 hoes. The hose as in the hose that you spray water with, not actual prostitutes. Where did your mind go? 3 boob jobs. 8 tentacles. It's funny you asked that actually, because when I was starting out and actually just starting to make revenue in the first place, I would joke around like, haha, I can buy 1 burrito out of this month's earnings. But now it's a little more like maybe 10 burritos. It's pretty crazy, right? I wonder if it'll get bigger. Maybe we'll be able to reach 1,000 burritos one day. That would be insane. I mostly use YouTube money towards buying new games or equipment. Like, I got this microphone stand. You can't really see it because I fucking hate it when you can see all the business in someone's screen. Yeah, I mean, I don't really spend much money on myself, like, these days, bar, like, on my hair. It's the truth. Would you rather fight against 1 lion-sized duck or 15 duck-sized lions? Jesus Christ. Dark Souls has taught me I would rather fight 1 lion-sized duck as opposed to 15 duck-sized lions, because at least you can get behind the lion and backstab it, you know? Yeah. Hot chocolate or tea? Oh, you can't just ask an English person this. The Queen will hear. Sorry, Your Majesty. Hot chocolate. Pizzas or burgers? Burgers. Baconator, thank you for a question, asks, what is your favorite game of all time? Oh, this is a serious toss-up between Dark Souls and like Final Fantasy 9 or 10. I love Dark Souls, I love the lore, I love the combat, I was obsessed with that game for like 2 years. But Final Fantasy 9 and 10 had such an effect on me when I first played them, like, they just moved me, man. So, one of those, something like that. Nancy Boy Games, thank you for your question, asks, for the Q&A, what zodiac sign are you? I'm a Cancer. My sign in the Chinese zodiac is monkey. Water monkey. Shroom Raver, hi Shroomy, asks, if you could choose any video game character, major, minor, or otherwise, to help you get through a zombie apocalypse, who would it be? Joel from The Last of Us. He'd get shit done. Or maybe Spyro, just because. John TV Ball asks, first, this is a two-part question. First, does tangible questions take up most of your time, or do intangible questions make you fancy? I.e., normal thoughts being tangible and wondering if you could eat a Pop-Tart while almost going at the speed of light in space, watching a bunch of supernovas going off as intangible. Fuck. I think tangible ones take up most of my time when I'm busy. If I'm spending a lot of time on my own doing nothing, I'll start asking myself what I'm doing with my life. Mr. Novaforce, hi Chris, asks, if you could rewind one moment in time in your life, what would it be? On a happy note, I would probably rewind meeting my partner, because I would love to re-experience that whole time again. It was amazing. It was really, really wonderful. I'd love to just re-experience that. And on a like, if I could change something, thing, I would probably rewind the whole process of applying to university. I think I'd just be like, look, bitch, just go straight into work or something. Just because all of my whole university degree was completely irrelevant to any of to the skills I've actually built up, because I didn't really teach me much. So, yes. 2, what is your favorite food that you can only find in America? I know you could find burritos in England, but I've got to say burrito because Chipotle doesn't exist in England, and I fucking love me some Chipotle. Had there ever been a story, either your own or already established, you would love to see explored in game form? I'm sure there is. Frankly though, what gets me truly invested in a game is like the writing and character interaction. That's why I really like Mass Effect. If I see like good character interaction, then I'm pretty much happy with whatever the setting is. Like I really like The Last of Us, even though I'm not like a crazy zombie apocalypse fan. I just loved the whole relationship between Joel and Ellie. I really, really loved it. Mr. Cool Gamer asks, when did you get married and how long have you two been together? We got married on April 13th of this year, and we've been together for almost 3 years, I think, something like that. Right on Philip. And Corvid asks, how did you and your wife meet? We met through mutual friends getting together, actually. Also gay. We started talking on Skype, and we had our first video call, and it was like 8 hours long, and then we pretty much just kept doing that. Enzo asks, how do lesbians have sex? Do they run into each other and jump legs forwards into the other person's legs? I have no clue what I'm saying, and this is obviously not a serious question. I mean, I don't know. If you ever find out, could you tell me? He also asks, do you like children, and have you ever thought about having some yourself? I like some children. I really like some children. I think I'm going to be the kind of parent who loves my own child and hates all the other ones. We have thought about having kids. It'll be expensive though, because I lack the certain equipment. Penis! Testicles! What was your first gaming experience? Like, what games did you start out with? Woo! I think I started out with a Sega Mega Drive, I believe. I can't remember what the games were. Maybe some kind of fighting game. I remember the sound bites in the game. Weird, right? But I remember the first game that I personally had the most access to, the first games, I had access to a Game Gear. They're these really chunky things. They're like as big as like a Wii remote, a Wii U controller, actually. They're really big. The screen obviously is very tiny because it was, you know, it's back in the 90s. The games I played on that, there was like an Echo the Dolphin. Do you remember? Echo the Dolphin, that dolphin, fucking A. That was not an easy game. And there was this weird Jungle Book game. I'd get stuck on fucking Car. Car would sodomize me, and I'd kind of like it. When I got my PlayStation, my first PlayStation, I was 8, I think. And my first games are Crash Bandicoot 3, And Ridge Racer Type 4. Turquoise, hi Turquoise, asks, will you ever play other 3DS games, Fire Emblem in particular? Yes, I would love to play Fire Emblem. I've never played it before, actually. I really want to play a Zelda on the channel at some point, but I'm thinking they'd be fun to stream. Because the thing with streaming games and like having an LP of them, I feel like streams are fun when it's like a game people kind of already know a bit. Like, if it's like a brand new game, I think it's fun to LP that. Or if it's like a game people don't know as much. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You kind of know what I'm saying. I'm sure you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Furazul, hi Furazul, asks, if you could have any type of superpower, what would you have and why? Ooh, probably the ability to understand something straight away, like completely master a martial art or know how to fly a plane. Kind of Matrix style, you know, where they like put a cartridge in their head and stuff. I would love that. That would be really, really cool. And why? So I'd be capable in any situation, I think. On a more cliche note, probably flying. Just because flying. It would be so fun to fly, wouldn't it? Whew! That is all of your questions for now, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between. It was really fun answering all your questions. You guys are a bunch of inquisitive people, and I do thank you for submitting them. I'm sure we'll have more as we hit milestones. That'd be super nice. But yeah, in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to check out all the other stuff that is happening on the channel if you haven't watched To the Moon. It's quite likely that you might not have. Then do go and check it out because it's awesome. Okay? Or Stray Cat Crossing, or City Quest, and there might be a theory, a Life is Strange theory that you may have missed. And there's some funny one-offs running around, which I'm sure you would enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to keep up to date with the latest content from yours truly, but most importantly, take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon, my friends. Bye-bye!